My name's Jason LaCoulter, I'm 22.
And amongst a million other things, I'm an inventor. My claim to fame is the JJ valve, and that's a device to help farmers save time and water. And it's a project that I worked on with a friend from school, Jerome Bowen, and we came up with this design for a valve at high school and slowly developed it. You've got a source of water, and that's the water that's pumped out of there and up to a main distribution tank where everything is then fed by gravity. So you only have the one pump for the whole farm. And the farmer then checks the water in that tank, and if it's full, well, then he has to go down and turn off the pump, and if it's empty, go and turn it back on. But it's just a pain in the butt to go and check that tank all the time. So often it's just left and overflows and wastes quite a bit of water, and besides eroding the foundations of your tank. And so Jerome and I thought, well, why don't we try and fix this problem? And used it as a science project and kept going from there. I mean, we entered it into competitions after the science project and built it up, and now we've got a business in manufacturing valves.
Starting your own business is pretty difficult being young because you don't have any credibility. Western Australian Young Person of the Year for 2002 it gave me an opportunity to be more of an advocate and get into government and open a whole lot of new doors for me.
If you've got a good product, you're only really 1% of the way there. You have to build on that product and have a whole lot of other backup behind you to make a mark. You do have to have really strong support behind you, lots of good mentors. I suppose I've been really lucky in that I've always known what I wanted to do from a really young age. At school, doing all this design work, I thought, wow, this is really great stuff. I want to get into engineering. And went and did a combined degree of engineering and science. Uni opens up a whole broad network of different things you can do. And it all kind of culminated at the end last year with the UWO Motorsport team and running that for the year where we designed and built an open wheel racing car. Nobody's ever built a car before, let alone a high-performance racing vehicle. Then we've also won enormous amounts of awards and been the best designed car in the world for the second year running. And that was just a bunch of kids in the shed putting some stuff together. To get into the fields that I've been looking at in composites and design and racing cars, you need a good background in maths and science. You need to have some credibility behind what you're saying and your ideas.
I think we should increase the power.
That certainly goes a long way, having educational qualifications.
The most important skill associated with all the things that I do, it's got to be communication. Above everything, you've got to be able to communicate to people at their level, and you need to be talking to them about what's important to them. And if you see an opportunity, grab it. It's not going to come to you like a privilege. That's not a challenge. That's not rewarding. It's an opportunity, and you make the most of it. Then you feel on top of the world. It's a balancing act between motorsport, study, and this business, industrial composites engineering. You got to do all those things as well as making the plans for the future and getting sponsors and organising events. They all have their time, so 18-hour days are not uncommon. Yeah. The opinion out there is, you're a young person, you can't do stuff. But when you get over that and you just go, hey, all I have to do is just get off my butt and do something. It's not rocket science. I'm just making a few calls, or I'm getting out there and doing what I think's right. And people doing that are really inspirational. The future is unlimited, really, but basically it's going to be around this business of some sort. One day there may be Jason Enterprises, but but at the moment it's just taking those small steps and enjoying what I do and making something new each day and something beneficial each day. My dream job is every day.